Well, I want to welcome everybody back to Geneseo High School and Geneseo Volleyball. It is so good to be back here with you again this season. We're really sorry we missed you on the day of the tournament. In the box tonight with me is Lina Gerton, and Michelle Glazier will be running our stats. And Lina, what do you think about being back?
I love being back. I'm so excited for this season.
Yep. For the fans at home that didn't hear, the starting lineups: number 4, Lauren Johnson; number 17, Kylie DeJohn; number 7, Hannah Copeland; 13, Alicia Perez; number 5, Cami Ludwig; number 2, Tristan Heighton; and the libero will be number 23, Delaney Van Rickey. And so when you see them on the floor, that will be your starting lineup tonight. Delaney is going to sub in immediately into the back row. She comes in and plays back row for Cami Ludwig. So it's a really nice surprise to see Cami Ludwig on the volleyball floor tonight.
It is.
And you know, hats off to her for stepping up to step in and help this team out this year. They lost a boatload of seniors last year, and I think she's helping them fill some gaps.
Yes, definitely. She's a great player, and I love to watch her play.
So UT served first. Pass goes outside to Lauren Johnson, and she sets it over. Down ball by UT. Pass outside to Kylie DeJohn.
Push.
Dink shot. And it's that same thing you talked about last year. Tell everybody about your campfire.
It's the very middle of the court, where it's just in front of the back row and just behind the front row. I like to call it the campfire of the court.
Everybody's got to get it covered. So UT serves into the net, and net service is illegal. And so that is point to Geneseo. Into the lineup for Geneseo is number 15, Aubrey Van Kierbrock.
Lauren Johnson serves over and out.
So that is point to UT. She's got a nice floater, but she just couldn't get that to find the back line.
Yep. UT is serving.
Lauren and Hannah work on that middle. A little bit short on the set. And Hannah hits the top of the tape. And if you see her on the floor right now, she's using her jersey to shield the number that she's calling from her setter. And
good hit by Hannah Copeland.
Yep. And Lauren's responsibility when she calls that quick is to make sure she's putting the set in Hannah Copeland's hands so that she has control to go any direction with it. And so that was well executed by those two.
Libero just served. That's Delaney Van Rickey, number 23.
So pass was a little bit away from Lauren. She attempted a second hit, but she was not able to come up with it. Nice call on the back line.
Yes, definitely.
Tristan and
Emma Frank
and Aubrey Delaney, excuse me, were on that right away. Into the lineup for Geneseo's number 24, Emma Frank.
Number 7, Hannah Copeland is back to serve. And that's the service ace for Hannah Copeland.
That gets marked down in the record books when you get an ace. So that's one. It's a great way for Hannah to start. It ties her score at 4-all.
Another good serve by Hannah. And
25 for UT was in the net, so that's point to Geneseo. Good call by the up official to catch that on the foul through. A little bit of an errant pass, a little bit short.
Down ball sent by
Down
UT.
ball, really nice down ball by the UT player to come in. It looked like a broken play, and UT ends up scoring off of it. So we lock the scores at 5.
UT serves over and out.
Yep.
Good judgment by the Lady Leafs.
Yep, and Hannah knows if that ball's over her head, she probably stands, what, 6? Is she 6'2", 6'1"? If that ball's over her head, then you know it's going out of bounds. So that's a good way to judge that distance.
Alicia
Nice,
Perez.
nice jump serve by Alicia Perez. Service ace for Alicia Perez, putting the Lady Leafs up 7-5. So it's a little bit different look for the girls this year, and it may not be as aggressive a kill shot as maybe they might have had last year, but they're finding different ways to get good offensive output, and that was kind of a double kill by Emma Frank and Cammie Ludwig, so we'll let them split it. So we'll give them a half and half.
Yeah. Another good
awesome
service
serve.
ace by Alicia Perez. I would not like to be on the receiving end of that serve.
Timeout, Lady Panthers. So, you know, we're really early into this game. The Lady Leafs are 2-0 in the conference. UT is another conference competitor. It's nice to see that since it's such a different team from last year, they're finding other ways to score.
Yeah. It's good to see the girls adjust from last year and see new players step up and step into new roles.
Right. And each one of them has something different they have to do because they can't rely on what they had last year. And so they have to make the best of their strengths this year. And they've shown that right now. They're having a little bit of struggles on that middle on defense.
Yeah.
That's been 2 points that we've given up to UT in your campfire there, Lina.
Yes, it's the campfire.
Yep.
No matter what level you're playing at, it's always the campfire that's the trouble.
Nice jump serve again for an ace.
A great serve.
Those of you little kids that are at home, as you can see, the jump serve is an awesome strategy. And as you gain the strength to do it, it's just such a great opportunity for the teams to score and to have something that is hard to return. And so something for you to work on, all those little gals out there wanting to be volleyball players. So UT, the ball was served out of bounds. UT is serving, scores 10-6 Geneseo. Again,
serves ball out.
Really good concentration by the girls on that back line. I think they're, 4 for 4 now on calling the ball out of bounds?
Yeah.
And that's a good strategy to have at 100%. So Cammie Ludwig's back. She has a let serve, and it goes over. And hit into the block by Lauren and by Emma. It comes down in front of them. That's the thing that if you're blocking, you got to make sure I used to, when I coached it, say press the net, press the net, and that keeps the ball from coming down in front of you. So there's again that middle part of the court. It just seems like they struggle a little bit at picking that up and whose ball that is, and you know, and that's just something too that Delaney's going to learn. You know, because sometimes if that setter's out of position, it's the libero that picks up that second hit.
Good pass by Delaney.
Yep, great pass. Tipped it.
Yes, good cover. Another good pass by Delaney.
Yep.
Back row attack.
Called it a double hit. Called a double hit on the set. Peanut gallery was a little bit loud there.
Yep.
And they're 5 for 5. Nice job. Geneseo gets the service back, scores 12-9 Geneseo. Tristan Heighton comes back in the lineup. She will be serving. Nice save by, oh. There's that middle zone again, too.
Yep.
And it had to be a huge adjustment for the girls. They played with Maggie and Ellie Weller for, the last 5 years. They had one of the Wellers covering those areas. And, and so they haven't seen somebody in a green uniform in a long time playing libero. So I'm sure that is one of the biggest things that they'll keep working on.
Yeah. Adjusting to your new players and being able to communicate.
Service ace for the Lady Panthers, making the score 12-11 in favor of the Lady Leafs. Nice to see line judges this year.
Yes, definitely. Good pass. And good down
ball by Lauren Johnson. And Lauren gets a kill on the down ball. So, again, that's a good offensive tool for a player to have, to be able to hit a good down ball, hit a good spike from anywhere on the court.
Aubrey Van Kierbroek comes into our lineup, and we have Lauren Johnson back to serve. Good serve by Lauren Johnson. And a good block, too. That was Hannah Copeland and number 17, Kylie DeJohn.
Nice job, you two. That was great positioning at the net, and
good
there was
timing.
no place else. Great timing. No place else for the ball to go but down.
Yes. Another good serve.
And
another good block.
And this time it is
Hannah Copeland and Aubrey Van Kierbroek.
Yep. Hannah Copeland, Aubrey Van Kierbroek. A nice block. Again, they sealed the net. There was no place else for that hit to go besides down on UT's side.
Service
nice jump
ace.
serve again by Lauren. Service ace. UT calls timeout. So 16-11 is the score. Alicia Perez has 3 aces.
Lauren Johnson has an ace and a kill. Kami Ludwig has a kill. Hannah Copeland has a kill, an ace, and 2 blocks.
Delaney Van Rickey is playing the libero spot. And Kylie DeJohn has a block. And Emma Frank has a kill. So it's nice distribution amongst the lineup for offensive and defensive play. And that's really important to continue to develop this team.
Yes, definitely.
So timeout's over. Teams are a little bit back early on the floor. And Lauren Johnson is going to step back to
Lauren Johnson back to serve again. And another service ace.
And see, and that's the thing too about that jump serve. Generally, you want to handle it with a pass, not using your fingers. That's the best place. But when it's hit really at your face, it's hard for you to decide what to do. And you have to be pretty strong to handle it with your fingers.
Yeah.
Geneseo was in the net. A little bit of a scramble at the net.
Geneseo gets the point.
Lauren serving again. Serve long.
Serves it out.
Seemed like her toss was just a little bit low. And that's sometimes what happens is you send that on a straight line instead of getting it to drop into the court.
UT sends over a serve.
Nice back set. Kylie gets a nice hit on it.
Back row attack from UT, blocked by Hannah Copeland and Kylie DeJohn.
Yep.
Our score is 19-12 in favor of our Lady Leafs.
If you want to watch a good blocking pattern, watch Hannah. She takes and really eyes in on the right arm, which is the hitting arm of the player, and then she lines herself up with that. Lauren tries to catch him off guard with the second hit over. UT was ready. Yeah. And if you've seen Hannah, she kind of give Lauren the thumbs up. She needs just a little bit more air to pull that quick hit off. And so I'm sure that's something Lauren's going to really get down here soon. And because that quick hit is a good strategy. So UT has a service ace.
Free ball. Geneseo sends over a free ball.
That's our seventh man.
Yes.
The ceiling. So that's where the curtain comes across, and sometimes teams get they hit that, and then it rebounds, it ricochets, and it's hard to pick up.
Yeah. Emma Frank
nice
comes
pass
into the
by
lineup.
UT.
Yes.
Oh, keep playing, girls. There you go. Keep playing. Emma Frank on the quick.
Yes. Good job, ladies.
Yep. Almost caught us napping because it looked like the ball was going to be down, and UT did a nice job of keeping it in play.
Yes. Hannah Copeland is back to serve.
Oh, dang.
UT sends over a tip.
Yep. A little bit of trickery there. It looked like she was coming up to hit it, and then as she got the ball up, she dinked it over top. So a lot of times you will take that deep spot on the line, and so one step back means you're one step further from getting those dinks, and so that's what sent it to the ground for UT.
Tip by Cami Ludwig.
Back row hit by UT. Emma Frank runs a quick in the middle. UT dink.
UT tips it over.
Yep. To the point, and that makes the score 21-16 in favor of the Lady Leaves.
UT
serves
over
out
and
again.
Out.
6 for 6, I believe. So if you think about it, that's 6 points that Geneseo has won without having to even handle the ball.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to keep the ball in bounds. And so that's also part of an offensive-defensive strategy. And
Alicia Perez back to serve. An overpass by UT, and it gets slammed down.
By Cami Ludwig.
Yes.
Looked like she was going up to dunk the basketball. So Cami gets herself a kill on the overset. Alicia hits another rifle again.
Free ball by UT, picked up by Emma Frank. And good hit by Cami Ludwig. I've watched Cami play, and she is very good at finding the holes in the other team. Other team spots.
She's 2 for 2 off of Alicia's serve, which is a good thing. Good combination. UT does a nice job of hustling, but they're not able to get the ball over the net. And that's the end of the first game.
The first game.
Geneseo 25.
UT 16.
And UT 16. One thing we want to really pay particular attention to is our sponsors. The TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes,
Geneseo Communications,
Turpins of Geneseo,
Buzzworks Automotive,
Geneseo Fitness,
Eric Henderson and Jolene Effner, of Country Financial,
Central Bank,
Vandemore Funeral Home,
Hammond Henry Hospital,
Vorak Pharmacy,
Brian Garnett of Garnett Asset Management,
and Farmers National Bank.
Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV50 broadcast. So anytime you have a chance to go out and support those people, we're really grateful that we can, that gives us a chance to be able to continue to have these broadcasts. And for those people who maybe don't feel safe being in a public space, we feel like this is a critical tool for us to use to continue to bring a broadcast of Geneseo volleyball to your homes.
Yes.
So let's see, first game. Let's pick out the strategies for what made them successful.
Well, running our middles, we have very talented middles that can block and tip and I love watching a good middle. They are very fun to watch.
And that's the thing too, is that if you look at how many blocks we have on the stat sheet, we've got about five, I think. That's a big part of your offense, to be able to stop their attack. And when we record a block, it's a block for a point, and whether it's to Geneseo on serve or whether it's to give Geneseo the ball back to serve. So that's a big thing for our girls to keep in mind. Nice to see that offense being implemented. We also are fair share of aces by Alicia Perez. She's got a really, really nice serve. Lauren Johnson came in with a couple of aces. And Alicia Perez, if you had noticed in your programs, folks, is only a sophomore.
Yes.
And so it's that's what's exciting about the programs for the girls, is to know that you have that youth, and that youth then turns into leadership for your future teams. And so a big shout out to Alicia. She's doing a nice job tonight as a sophomore. And so now a couple things. If we need to get the mop out, what do we need to kind of get cleaned up here?
Well, definitely watching our campfire, the middle of our court, and our communication, and two key things.
Yep, good first pass wins you a lot of volleyball games, and
yes,
they have proven already they know their in line very well. And in knowing your in line, you know, that gives you an immediate point if you call a ball that's truly out of bounds out and let it go. And so kind of a combination of things, but you know, we kind of need to get a broom out and get that area swept up and get it covered.
Yep.
So both teams are back out on the floor. The timer has stopped the clock and moved it to 1 minute. The umpire is checking the lineup. Something maybe people don't know, if you see on the sideline for UT is number 5, is that what it is?
Yes, it is.
She's a libero. Now the libero can substitute into a game as many times as they want to come in, and it doesn't count against the team. So she can come in and play any space in the back row for anybody, as long as she does the correct, what's called libero replacement.
Yes.
The team as a whole is only allowed 18 total substitutions. And so some teams that sub a lot, you get into these games that are 21, 22, and 23 points for both teams. You run the risk sometime of not having any subs left when it's toward the end of the game. Nice save by our girls to keep that ball alive.
Yes.
A little bit of an overset. And the ball's out of bounds. Point to Geneseo. Aubrey Van Kiebrot gets a nice block. They're not able to handle that back. UT does send it out of bounds, and so point to Geneseo. Lauren Johnson had a really nice let serve too. Pretty tough one to manage by UT.
Another good serve.
Overset.
And a tip by Hannah Copeland.
Yep.
Great spot right in UT's campfire.
Yep, right in UT's campfire. Sometimes you almost think like the game would be a little bit fair if they could have a 7th player that just sat in the middle.
Yeah. Net serve by Lauren Johnson.
So point goes to UT, scores 2-1. So the libero for the folks at home for UT is in black, and for Geneseo, the libero is in green. And that allows the officials to distinguish them. They still have to be in proper lineup, but it also tells the officials who are the liberos on the floor. A little bit of a mix-up in communication there. Ball was set away from the setter. If you look down the net, you see Lauren Johnson there, and she was as far away on the court as you could be from that pass.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's hard to get that second hit.
Geneseo gets the ball back.
Cammie Ludwig comes in, and that's a libero switch.
Number 23, Delaney Van Ricky, the libero, is back to serve and serves out.
Serves out of bounds. The same holds true for UT, just like it does for Geneseo. Every time we serve the ball out of bounds, it's almost like a free point when you don't have to work for it.
Yep.
And so that's why it's a critical element of the offensive game is to have good, effective serves, and you like to put them between the white lines.
Geneseo hits the ball out of bounds.
Aubrey hits the bottom of the ball. A lot of times when you hit the bottom of the ball, it's going to go out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to get your steps in and get on top of the ball so you can send it to the ground.
Good pass by Hannah Copeland, and a good hit by her too.
Yep.
Goes off the hands of UT's back row.
That's probably been the nicest quick set they've had tonight. Hannah made the pass, put it right in Lauren's hand. She put it right back to Hannah. And that's the thing that's critical, again, about that short set, is that set really needs to be to the offensive right hand of the hitter.
Good serve by Hannah Copeland.
UT made a nice save on that overpass. Emma Frank tips it over. Oh. Just got to get tightened in on that net so it doesn't trickle back over.
Yep.
So UT is leading 5-4.
UT serves out of bounds.
Yep. So again, gives a point, ties it up for Geneseo, and that just one demonstration of why it's so important to put the ball in bounds.
Alicia Perez. Oh, Alicia Perez is back to serve as she just came in the lineup. She serves out of bounds, and now the Lady Leafs are on serve receive.
Nice back set to Cammie. 4 hits. So when you see the official do 4 hits, that means the ball hit the top of the net, came back down, hit it again by Geneseo, but UT did not touch it. So a little mishandle on the pass. Got to get a good first hit here, girls. It's time to break the momentum. It's 5-8 in favor of UT.
Geneseo hits into the net. That's another point for UT. UT serves over and just in front of the back line. Serves over and in.
Time to regroup here, ladies.
Good pass by
Delaney gets
Libero.
good first pass.
Good tip by Lauren Johnson.
Point to Geneseo. Cami Ludwig goes back to serve for the Lady Leafs.
Kylie Dijon is back in the lineup. Good serve by Cami Ludwig.
Oh, UT is able to track it down.
They send over a free ball.
UT is able to get a block on the dink to score the point. Score is 6-11 in favor of UT.
Good pass by Libero. Ball hit over by Kylie Dijon.
Nice job, Kylie. Gets herself a kill. Just at the right time when we needed. UT was just getting a little bit more momentum than most would be comfortable with. And so, Tristan, we need a good serve for out of here. Tristan Heighton's back to serve for the Lady Leafs. Called an illegal alignment on Geneseo. So what that means is you see your front row. Hannah's the left front, Kylie's the center front, Lauren's the right front. So they can't be any closer to each other and can't be overlapped with their back, their immediate back. And so I think they might have caught them. Sometimes you try to switch and you maybe get a little bit ahead of yourself, and so they're double checking lineups again. So the official is indicating that they were overlapping from side to side. So what that would mean is that Tristan and Delaney were overlapped side to side. And sometimes that happens if you don't go back to your positions, if you're normally used to playing center back, if you don't make your automatic switch back for serve, that can happen sometimes. So a little bit unfortunate for the Lady Leaves, and that does move the lead by the Lady Panthers to 12-7. So a couple things are a little bit different here. It seems like we have a few more service errors, and it seems like when we get behind, we use a moderate offense instead of using a really intense offense. Go up and hit the ball, you know, those types of things. And so, again, that comes with maturity, that comes with playing a lot, to have that confidence to give me the ball and I'm going to hit it and I'm going to hit it good. So, it's time to break the momentum, girls. Time to get the ball back. 7-12 in favor of UT.
Geneseo sends over a free ball. UT responds by blocking middle.
Oh, Hannah almost pulled it off.
Yes, Hannah had a good block, which came right back over to her, and she tipped a deep corner.
Yep. And so in doing that, that just comes from playing a lot of volleyball. She knows that everybody is sucked in to cover the net, and so those deep corners are going to be open, and so that's where she hit it, and it just kind of was a little bit of configuration for the girls at UT. And again, they sealed the block the way they should. Very nice job of Hannah and Aubrey sealing the top of the net, and it results in a block.
Ball lands in off of UT serve.
Service ace by UT. hustle. There we go. Good spot. UT picks it up, sets it up. Hit goes over, short to Hannah. And they call a lift on her. She got it blocked back to her. And your natural reaction is to hit it
with your hands.
And the official called it illegal.
And ball lands in again off of serve, off of UT serve.
So service ace again by the Lady Panthers. 8-16 is the score.
Yes, Lady Leafs got a block.
Very nice. Girls do a nice job of sealing that block again. And Geneseo gets the ball back. It's a big time for them to get the ball back. We need to have some good, consistent serving and strong offense, too.
Libero, Delaney Van Ricky just served.
UT back to serve. The score is 17-9. Lauren makes a nice save. Aubrey makes it down. Setter's out. Good. Delaney steps in, takes a second.
Good tip by number 5.
Cammy gets the kill shot on the dink. UT has trouble handling it, and makes the score 10-17
Emma Frank
in favor of UT.
Yes, Emma Frank comes back in the lineup, and we have Hannah Copeland back to serve. UT sends over a back row attack.
Good call out, girls.
Yes. UT hits it out of bounds. Hannah Copeland goes back for another serve.
11-17. I think UT's calling for timeout.
Yes.
Here we go, Lady Leafs.
I think our
This is your
momentum is
time.
coming back.
Yep. And so a little bit of shift in the play, getting a little bit of offense going, getting some good passes, keeping the ball in on serve. Those are all good things that are getting the girls back into the game again.
Yeah. And volleyball, a big part of volleyball is your momentum and your energy going into every pass, every serve. And when you have a server going a long run, it's hard to come back from that. And I think the girls are doing a good job of getting their energy back up and to be able to come back.
Yep, and it's pretty significant, the difference between first game and second game when you look at their offense. Quite a few more kills, things like that. So hopefully we're getting up to the top of the hill and we're ready to come down on the backside and get our offense back again.
Yes. We've now come out of the timeout, and Hannah Copeland is back to serve again.
Back row set again. Cammy does a nice job of picking it up.
Geneseo sends over a free ball. Yes, Aubrey Van Kierbrock blocks.
Kind of in between players there, and so that can be hard to pick up sometimes. 11-18.
Good first pass by Hannah Copeland. Good pass by Hannah Copeland. Good down ball by Avery Van Kierbrock, and UT cannot recover. Good job.
Point to Geneseo. Again, this is a really critical time, and you look at statistics in volleyball. When you reach those 19-point thresholds, then it's really only 2 possessions and the game is over. And so we need to do some active scoring here to bring this a little bit closer going into 18th and 19th point. So kind of a big series here right now.
Alicia Perez is now in our lineup and is setting.
All right.
Yes. Lady Leafs got the point.
So same thing, we need to keep it up here. We can't let them hit that 19-point threshold. We need to really keep the intensity up here. 13-18.
Good serve by Alicia Perez. Got a touch off the...
So UT scores on the kill, and that makes the score 13-19 in favor of UT.
Good pass.
Yeah, that's a good call by the official, and we used to like those calls when I was playing because it was clearly behind her head at point of contact, and that's a really easy one to call. So it's game point for UT. 25. Sorry about that, 25. 25 is what they play to. I was thinking it was 21. There I go thinking again, stinking thinking. Anyhow, so UT's leading 21-13.
Good push by Kami Ludwig. Yes, and UT cannot recover from it.
14-21, we got a 7-point deficit. We need to just chip away at it.
Yeah.
If we can get 2, they get 1, 2, they get 1, you know, at that rate, we'll be back to about 18-22, and that makes it a little bit more reachable. But we need to score a couple 3 points each time we serve here.
We have Kami Ludwig on the back line serving. Back row attack. Kami picks up an attack.
Called double hit again. I'm not sure. Let's see. Number 3 for them is Lillian Servitsgaard, and she does a really nice job for not being very big. It says in the program she's 5'6", hitting from the back row. That's been a really big part of UT's offense tonight.
Those back row attacks, they're always hard to judge just where they're going.
So with the score being 14-23, Lady Leaves need to, you know, find some momentum here with the last few points, and then transfer that momentum over to game 3.
Yes.
You know, all hope is not lost. I mean, I've seen teams that a server gets on a scoring run and can pull a team back into it. If that scoring run can happen, that's also a good strategy if there's a 3rd game. And so I would challenge the Lady Leaves to find a little bit of offense, take that offense, make it a part of getting your momentum back.
Yeah, definitely. Get a good first pass and let it all happen from there.
So again, we're at the 3-second mark. I'm not sure why teams aren't being either the clock, stop the clock early. I don't know what that was with Geneseo still on the sideline, but score is 14-23 in favor of UT. For those of you that are joining us late, Geneseo did win the first game, and so this would mean that if UT were to win this, we would go to a third game.
Yep.
So it's game point for UT. That was just weird. Those let serves. I think I said to you guys last season, that's when I quit volleyball, when they started the let serve. Because I've never been able to understand that's really an offensive strategy, but you're not able to attack it, and I could never understand it. So again, first pass is errant, and UT comes back to win the second game. Tying the set up at 1 apiece. So we're gonna flip a coin, and we're gonna find out who our next servers are. So again, our sponsors are
Hazelwood Homes,
Geneseo Communications,
Turpins of Geneseo,
Buzzworks Automotive,
Geneseo Fitness,
Eric Henderson and Jolene F. Knorr of Country Financial,
Central Bank,
Vandermoor Funeral Home,
Hammond Henry Hospital,
Borac Pharmacy,
Brian Garnett of Garnett Asset Management,
and Farmers National Bank. Anytime you can stop in and patronize our sponsors. I know that everyone at TV50 would be grateful, as well as all of our viewers. Without their sponsorship, without their support, this broadcast would not be possible. And so even if you just stop in and say thank you, I know they would be grateful to hear from you. So we got a little bit of time here while Geneseo regroups. So when we look at the game, again, we need to get our momentum back.
Yes, definitely.
And momentum comes back with having a potent offense. And those are all good things. It seemed like UT did a better job of picking up those hard serves by Geneseo this time.
Yeah.
And so it's time to get the knuckleball back. And when you get the knuckleball back, that gets hard to handle. And getting those offensive aces is a really, really big part of the game for Geneseo.
Yes, definitely. Having a good attitude coming out of just losing the game is always very important.
Yep.
And letting this game just be just a brand new game and starting fresh.
Yep. It's just like it's 0-0. And if you notice in the gym, the viewers, if you see a lot of red tonight, the girls are raising money to support the American Heart Association. And so I think a lot of us knows of somebody else who has been touched by, heart attack, any type of arrhythmia, all of those things that go on. And so it's a really great benefit for the girls to do this.
Yes.
And so if you wonder why there's not a lot of Geneseo green tonight, that's why. Red t-shirts are out in large numbers to support the American Heart Association. It's a great cause.
Yes. Today at school, all the volleyball players are wearing their red shirts, and you could see in the hallways all the red.
That's cool. That makes a statement, and what I like about it is it makes people pause and ask the question, why are you wearing a red t-shirt? And if you have a large group that are doing it, I know how much I appreciate what they do, because my father had bypass surgery.
So did my grandma.
Your grandma did too. And without those things, those were life-saving things that they did for your grandma and for my dad. And I'm sure everybody out in the listening land would be able to tell their own personal stories about how doctors, physicians, all their caretakers in the health field really rush to do a lot of things for people who have had issues with their heart. And so hats off to the girls for picking a great thing to support tonight. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Our third game. Lauren Johnson starts us off with a serve. And it's a service ace. Great way to start off the game, if I do say so.
Yep. Momentum is back on Geneseo's side. We just need to keep it now. Nice to see the girls doing kind of a little chant for service ace on the sideline. Good show of teamwork.
Another good serve. And a good.
And guess who's there with the block? Hannah Copeland.
Hannah Copeland.
Yep. And again, she pressed the net. Ball's going to go straight down when you do that. So it's 2-0 Geneseo. Good start for the girls. Got the momentum back early. Now we just need to sustain it.
Lauren Johnson serves the ball out.
2-1 Geneseo.
UT goes back to serve.
Good pass, good set. Need a kill off that.
Setter takes first ball.
Aubrey hits the top of the tape for 4 hits for Geneseo, tying the game up at 2. I think the one thing too that people don't need to understand when you had Maddie Berrickman setting for you for what, at least 3 years, makes a lot of difference when you have to transition to a new setter, and so much about it is timing. Lauren needing to learn where setters, you know, where to put the ball, where a hitter likes to have it, how high do they like to have it, those types of things. So it's a whole new learning curve again when you've had players like the Berrickmans and the Wellers that played for the Lady Leafs for
so long,
consecutive years.
Our score is tied at 3-3. UT is back to serve. Good pass. And a kill for Cami Ludwig.
And it's so nice when you see Geneseo's offense. It starts with a good pass, and then the setter has options. And so Hannah ran a fake up the middle, which pulls the center blocker and makes her stay home for that hit. And so then Cami is one-on-one with the right front. And it's a lot harder to block one-on-one than it is two-on-one. And so nice offensive set by the Lady Leaves. UT does a nice job of hitting that hard angle. It's one of those, it's that kind of that angle that's, it's hard for players to hit, so you don't cover it a lot. So UT did a nice job with that.
UT serves over and out.
That's a good thing for the Lady Leaves, over and out.
That brings our score up to 5-4. Geneseo is leading. We have Alicia Perez on the back line. Let's hope for some service aces.
So UT has a substitution, scores tied at 5 with the net serve. So we're all tied up in the third set. Good pass. Nice offensive set for the Lady Leafs. Nicely done. And again, a lot of times you don't have to have the kill for it to be effective as much as you do is putting a good play and keeping the ball in play and making UT have to play offense. Move from defense to offense.
Yes, we have Cami Ludwig back to serve. And UT sends over a free ball, which Cami picks up. Emma Frank tips. Good back set. Getting those balls that are off the block. Sometimes they just go at a weird angle and it's...
Yes, it does, and that happened in that case. Nice
serves
call
out.
by Delaney.
Good call.
That ball was going to be close, and she was right on it.
Tristan Heighton is now in the game, and she is back to serve. Good serve by Tristan.
Illegal hit. Good call by the referee, giving the point to Geneseo. So that's an offensive strategy that teams will put in sometime, is to send that ball over on a second hit, and it catches you off guard because you're used to a bump set spike. And in this case, they used that second hit and scored a point on it.
And 7.
So the score is all tied up. Need to get back to a good pass. Here we go, girls. We're gonna do it on 8-8. Good pass, good set, good kill.
Good pass. Put up. Good push right to the back line by Lauren Johnson.
Lauren was a little gutsy with that because that was going to be close. It's kind of one of those things that have been tough to let it go, and so therefore it was tough to play the ball. So it was a good spot overall for the Lady Leaves. So Lauren's back to serve. Scores 9-8 in favor of Geneseo.
She serves out, and the ball is back to UT. This ties our game at 9-9.
Let serve picked up really nice. Kylie hits a down ball. Tristan does a nice job stepping in to take the second hit.
Good pass by Tristan. Geneseo gets called on a lift.
Yep, a little bit of a late call. The umpire did her job, is to assist the official that's up in the event that they may not have seen that. And so that was a good help by the umpire. Not to Geneseo's favor, but it's a good demonstration of teamwork on the part of the two officials.
As you can see, when the setter takes second ball, the libero steps in to take the second one.
Long rally here. Oh!
Yes, and Geneseo gets the point with the free ball put over by Hannah Copeland.
We love every point we can get with a free ball, don't we, Lina?
Free ball points are just so satisfying.
Yes, they are. They are a good thing. Because most of the time it indicates that you haven't got a good set for a third hit when you have a free ball. So it's a plus to be able to get a point off of it. I don't know if the viewers at home have seen that or not, but the middle for UT called for that ball because she had seen where all three girls from Geneseo, the front line, came into the middle to block her. So she had an easy dink right side.
UT serves it over.
Ball hits the antenna by Geneseo. So the antennas are up to mark the interior part of the court. So if the ball does touch any part of the antenna or go outside of it is out of bounds.
I actually did that today in the game. I hit it outside.
Nice call on that out of bounds. We really needed that right there. That brings us back to 11-12 in favor of UT. So we need to get a little reshift in our momentum again.
Emma Frank comes into the lineup, and we have Hannah Copeland back to serve. There's a good serve by Hannah Copeland. Hannah Copeland hits a down ball from the back row.
Just barely trickles over the top of the net, but that's good. Keep playing, girls. Keep playing, girls.
Free ball sent over by Geneseo.
Delaney's right there for that little tip.
Nice beautiful
spot.
tip.
Great spot, Emma.
Great spot. That was a beautiful play.
Nice spot. And again, she read that the left front came into the center to block, so that opens up that little area there.
Yes.
Service ace by Hannah Copeland. Timeout UT.
Yes. Our score is at 13-12
Yep.
in favor of Geneseo.
And again, what are a couple strategies we've seen that's changed the momentum? Keeping the ball in bounds.
Good serves.
Good serves.
Aggressive offense.
Aggressive offense. And picking up a couple plays too that maybe might have dropped in the first game. And so girls are hustling, and their hustle is being rewarded with a score of 13-12 in their favor right now. So the officials are having a little bit of a party down there. I wonder what they're talking about. What would you say, Lina? Let's see. I went to the cellar last night, and I had tenderloin and shrimp. And then the other guy says, well, the last time I was there, I had barbecued ribs. Would you think that's probably their conversation?
Probably. I mean, the cellar is a place to go when you're in Geneseo.
But we don't want to discredit all the other good restaurants that we have in town, too.
Oh, of course not.
And
there's so many good places.
Yep. It's a good variety where you can get a lot of good selections, everything from Mexican to straight up American, Chinese. We've got it all. And so that's a credit to our city, too. You won't starve in our city.
Definitely not.
UT does a nice job of keeping the ball in play. And they come up with a block to tie the ball game at 13. So the score is all
tied up.
Tied up at 13 in the third game. For viewers that are just joining us, the Geneseo won the first game, UT the second. And we're all locked up at 13 right now, so everything's even. Delaney does a nice job of picking that up.
Good block by Emma Frank and Aubrey Van Kierbrock. Delaney there to pick up another ball. Yes, another great push over by Lauren Johnson, right in those deep corners. You can't tell if they're going in or out, and you don't want to take the chance.
And that comes with a lot of court experience, too. I know that Lauren plays a lot outside of, during the summer, just like Canada does, and so they learn those things. That comes from court experience and, just putting your time in. So hit goes out of bounds, and point goes to the Lady Leaves.
Alicia Perez is in the lineup and is back to serve. And a beautiful serve.
Nice hustle by Alicia to pick that up.
Back row attack. UT gets called on a double. Geneseo gets the point. Our score is now 16-13 in favor of Geneseo. Our Lady Leafs are getting their momentum back.
Yep. And something too, I have hats off to the referee because he's been consistent with that. The girls haven't liked it because a lot of times you don't get that double hit called, but he's been consistent, and I will say he's been right each time too.
Yes.
I think most of the frowning that you're seeing when it's called is they're not used to having it called.
Yeah.
So UT hits the ball into the net on the spike, and UT's gonna call for timeout.
Yes.
And score 17-13. Let's take one more opportunity to thank our sponsors tonight. Hazelwood Homes,
Geneseo Communications,
Turpin's of Geneseo,
Buzzworks Automotive,
Geneseo Fitness,
Eric Henderson and Jolene Earnoff of Country Financial,
Central Bank,
Vandemore Funeral Home,
Hammond Henry Hospital,
Vorak Pharmacy,
Brian Garnett of Garnett Asset Management,
and Farmers National Bank.
And please stop by and thank our sponsors, because without their support, this would not be possible tonight. So Kylie comes back in the lineup. Chloe Reed was in there as a defensive specialist, and that was really effective in keeping us on offense and keeping the scoring momentum going.
Alicia Perez back to serve again after we come out of the timeout, and it is served out of bounds. Geneseo goes on serve receive as UT goes back to serve. Good first pass.
Kimmy, it's a nice down ball.
Good tip. And Geneseo pushes it back over. Delaney takes, and there's a great hit by Cammie Ludwig.
Kill for Cammie Ludwig. Again, I talked about it earlier in the program, and for people who have joined us, it really says a lot to who Cammie Ludwig is for her to step up and play and help this team out. And as you can see, her skills are an asset. Mm-hmm. And so it's really cool to see kind of that dual sport, sharing your talents with others. And
Cammie Ludwig, who's on the server line, just served an ace.
And she gets an ace from that. That's puts the score at 19-14 for Geneseo. Cammie's had a couple, about a half a dozen kills, and now she's got an ace to go with it.
Back row attack, attempted by UT, doesn't make it quite over the net. Cammie Ludwig is back to serve again.
Makes it 20-14 in favor of the Lady Leaves. Time to keep the momentum and keep the train rolling here, girls. Good job, Cammie.
Back row attack.
There's that back row attack for UT.
Free ball sent over by Geneseo.
Yep.
As you can see, the girls try to send their free balls to the back left corner to where the setter spot is, to try to throw the other team out of rotation.
Nice hit by Kylie. Again, here's that back row player. She does a nice job. She's not very big, but she has got good skills. And whether she's hitting from the back row or hitting up front, she does a nice job.
Yes. Delaney Van Rickey, the libero, comes back into our lineup, and we have UT going back to serve. Our score is 20-15 in favor of the Lady Leafs. Good first pass by Delaney. Lauren Johnson goes for a tip of the net.
UT's able to recover it out of the net. Quick. Good call.
Yes.
Good call. Again, he's been consistent with that. Now, if you're wondering at home why that's different from maybe some of the other hits that you see, the ball came to rest in the arms. And you can have a double hit, it just can't rest. And so that was the biggest difference, and he had a nice call, the official did on that. 21-15. A little bit short for their outside. Oh, nice save.
Oh. Yes. Good save by Geneseo. UT isn't able to recover from it. We have Tristan Heighton, number 2, going back on the serve line.
Would you call that squirrel?
I don't know what to call it, but it got us a point.
Yep. Kept the ball alive. Hannah just kind of happened to be in the right place at the right time and made the really nice save.
Another point for Geneseo.
23-15 in favor of your Lady Leaves.
Good serve.
Good serve, good serve, yep. Kept in the back row.
Down ball by UT, hitting the back corner. Geneseo is pushed to serve receive.
If you notice there's a trend in our broadcast tonight, it's that probably the most effective parts, 3 parts of the court. Middle, your campfire, and the back 2 corners.
Yes, definitely.
And however you can get them to those 2 spots, they're just hard to cover all that. Geneseo struggles a little bit with service receive, and that results in a point for UT, making the score 23-17. Kylie makes a good play on saving that net serve. Nice down ball by Kylie. Again, if you saw that on television, again, the hands were not over the net. They were even with the net. A lot of times that's when you get that ball that comes down in front of you. So 23-18. Just need a side out here, girls. So at home, that ball looks like it was out of bounds, but it was actually touched by Geneseo, making it go out of bounds. So that makes the score 23-19 in favor of Geneseo. So good on the other 2 fronts for the Lady Leafs tonight. The freshman and the sophomore teams were both victorious in 2 games.
Yes.
And so right now, the varsity team is going to a 3rd game, and we just need a couple points here to make it a sweep tonight for the Lady Leaves. And so time to get the ball back. Good first pass, get ourselves on offense, and let's move that score to 24, girls. UT will serve. Out of bounds.
Yes.
We love that.
We love that.
We love that
Yes.
to make it game point. Game and match point for the Lady Leaves. And back to do the serving responsibilities are Lauren Johnson. Officials timeout on the floor, must have been something wet. Or maybe it's a strategy to ace the server. What do you think?
Maybe a little of both.
So Geneseo has 3 set points now. So all they need to do is get the ball back and the game will be over. So
yes. 1 more point. I believe in us.
Geneseo sends it back on 1. Again, there's that little hitter on the outside there. She does a nice job. It doesn't matter if she's in the front row or in the back row, that number 3.
Yep.
she definitely plays bigger than what she actually is.
Yes.
Good pass. Good set. Okay, girls, get ready on defense.
Good pass.
Good pass again.
Yes! And we have Hannah Copeland with a kill. And that brings our score to 25-21. The Geneseo Lady Leafs have won the game.
And that's a nice combination again. And one thing we talked about earlier in this broadcast was about momentum. And the girls should take this as momentum into their next game. And so for Lina Gerton, Michelle Glazier, Linda Vanderleest, it's great to be back with you today. And we're happy to announce it's a clean sweep by the Geneseo Volleyball girls. Thanks for coming out tonight. And we also want to thank Keith Kennett running our tech board. Good night.